Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your boy CP.
And I'm Keisha, and we are Phunwiththepatricks.
So this is not a vlog. These last couple of days been a little rough around here in the Patricks household. Keisha been showing out. So this is gonna be like a little personal video where we be transparent about what we've been going through and dealing with.
What he been going through, because I'm good.
What?
What you been going through.
Yeah, I've been a victim. She been giving me hell. Tell them what's been going on, babe.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, my foot.
We're here today to talk about PMDD. PMDD is a acronym for Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder, which is a very aggressive PMS. And you know what premenstrual syndrome is. The normal PMS, you might have like a little mood swing here and there, a little craving here and there or whatever, but PMDD is that times 1,000.
1,000.
Some of these symptoms are depressive mood, angry or irritability, trouble concentrating, moodiness, increased appetite. Oh, I've been eating like crazy. Mm-hmm. When I tell y'all.
But I told you that.
So like you act like you pregnant. And that's what I should have known, because I love chocolate during that time. At the time I don't really eat chocolate, but during that time I do. It's increased appetite, insomnia, or feeling very sleepy, feeling overwhelmed or out of control. And I have every single one of those symptoms, especially when I'm feeling stressed out. The bad part is I had a hysterectomy last year in September 2022. And I still have PMDD, even though I don't have a period, but I still have my ovaries. I still release an egg every month, so I still go through these symptoms. The only thing is, because I don't have a period now, I'm not able to track it the way that I would when I had a period, because I had the period calendar and I knew, okay, 10 days before my period is supposed to come on, sometimes a little before. That's when I need to start taking my medicine because it's kicking in. But I don't have a period, so now I just literally have to wait till it's just some... Shut up. Troy has a 10-day warning, but it's not... It's been...
On my camera, I got 10-day warning cycle. Because when them 10 days come, I need to know so I can prepare myself for it mentally. Because PMDD ruins relationships. If you're not strong, if you don't put the work in with PMDD and with your other half, it will ruin your relationship. And it has almost ruined our relationship, our marriage. And I had to become aware of it. First, I was like, man, ain't no damn PMDD, man, that's your ass. You just crazy. And she began to send me videos, send me links to different things. And I would actually take the time and I would read it and I would look at the videos. And not at first, but it took time, because I would see, like, there were times Keisha would come home and sit on the couch and boo-hoo cry. And I'm like, what the hell wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? So I'll sit down with her, I'll console her, I'll love on her. And this would take place for a course of like 2 weeks strong of her like being very moody, unpredictable as hell, and it was low-key scary. Something ain't right with Shawty. You know what I mean?
it's really, with PMDD, a lot of women don't know they have it, and unfortunately, a lot of doctors really don't even know about PMDD. So we are oftentimes misdiagnosed as being bipolar, which it's kind of like a high-functioning bipolar disorder, because really, with the schedule and how it works, you're really only normal a week and a half out of the month. And then the rest of the time, I'm struggling. And I'm kind of glad I'm making this video, because a lot of people misunderstand me so much. And it's just, I don't know. Getting off the subject. PMDD causes extreme mood shifts that can disrupt work, damage relationships. Symptoms include extreme sadness, hopelessness, irritability, anger, plus menstrual syndrome, plus premenstrual syndrome symptoms such as breast tenderness and bloating. Sometimes I do get my breasts are real hurting really bad, or they're just so big. heavy. I'd probably get them all. I'd be like, Lord, you gave me every symptom that they could think of.
You get everything. For real. You get everything.
So what are some treatments for PMDD? Well, because it is a mood disorder, you have to take SSI inhibitors, if that's what it's called. So I take fluoxetine, which is a version of...
While she's looking that up, PMDD is very common. More than 3 million U.S. cases per year are found in women that have PMDD. And I used to always hear people talk about how their wife or their girlfriend be cutting up when her period come on. And it's just, everybody think it's just, the period, but it's PMDD.
It's a form of Prozac. That was the term I was looking for. I had to start taking it 10 days before my menstrual is scheduled to come on. Now it's kind of hard for me to do that, to, kind of stop the symptoms from coming, because I don't know when it's coming. And it's just been all out of whack. So literally I just kind of, when I'm feeling crazy or everybody getting on my damn nerves, then I know that it's time to start taking my medicine. But I hate taking the medicine because it sometimes makes me dizzy, especially when I'm taking a shower or just walking. It has me drowsy sometimes, just tired, sleep. I go to bed early. Troy don't care. He like, I'd rather you sleep than you be getting on my damn nerves. But I have stuff to do. I don't have time to be
Go to sleep. Night. Take your ass to bed. Because Keisha don't realize how bad she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to deal with it. And I have to also protect her. So when she's in that state, she don't care. Like, Keisha will pull up on anybody. She'll cuss out anybody. She's standing on business the worst way on PMDD. And just around the house, anything aggravates her. Like, I got out of the shower one night and she was going through PMDD. And I was thinking, I was just in the shower, in the bathroom, worshiping, like singing like a little gospel song. But she was going through PMDD and noise aggravates her. Like, Keisha sat here yesterday in the house, no TV on, no nothing. Just pure silence. So noise aggravates her. So by me singing, it pissed her off or whatever. And I'm like, you tripping, dog? And yesterday my son was sitting here tapping his feet and it was making her crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was really aggravating her in the worst way. But she didn't say nothing to him, but she knew she had to take her medicine. So she took her medicine or whatever to combat how she was feeling or whatever. So go to sleep, because when she is around here manic, I'm gonna say she's manic, like, cause she really do be manic at times. Like, she be tripping, and it ain't nothing where she real violent towards us or nothing like that. But we argue, or like last night I did distance, but it's like I can't win because we arguing, we beefing, and in return for me saying something that I'm probably gonna regret or me acting out a certain way, I know it's not her, so I'll just go upstairs or whatever. But then she gets mad about that. Oh, you don't care about me. You don't love me. You're not giving me what I need. I'm like, damn, I'm trying not to argue with you. You won't shut up. So I'm going to leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go upstairs. Because I ain't going to sit here and be going back and forth with her. You know what I mean? So it's a catch-22 when she's going through it. Because when they're going through PMDD, fellas, they need lots of love, lots of attention. I know my wife do. When she's going through it, she needs lots of love, lots of attention. Even just me sitting by her on the couch, that helps her. She wants me to be close when she's going through that or whatever. And I've had to learn how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because for so long, I'm going to say the first year I heard about it, I knew about it. Like, I wasn't as supportive of it because I didn't believe it was something like that. Like, I'm just learning about, really learning about it. I never dealt with it before in all my years. So it was new to me. But once I really became to learn more, I started taking my own time out to read about it, to look it up, to see how I can help her. I've been all in with her, even trying to help some of the homies who their girlfriends or wives going through the same thing. And it's hard because, like she said, for 1 week out of a month, our life is regular. The other 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really trying to put it together, you know what I'm saying? Because I know she going through it, and it's hard. It's also hard because she don't like taking the medication. So I have to really go in there, get the medicine, and feed it to her. Like,
they don't do that no more. Okay.
Girl, I just did it like 2 weeks. Like, it's like we've been doing this for like a whole month. It's like it ain't never went off. Like, we literally just got over PMDD a week ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. Like, we really just went through this. I was right here and I was feeding you the medicine, and here we are again. So it's like never ending.
This is the song that does
like never ending, man. Like, this is our life, you know what I'm saying? And people don't know that. Like, people think we have it all together, but you know, when the cameras go off, you know what I'm saying, and life is life, and we're dealing with stuff that nobody really understands. And a lot of times she's misunderstood because of her attitude or her temperament, but they don't even know she's fighting something. She's battling a disorder.
And it's a mental disease.
It's a mental disease.
It falls under the mental health categories. I guess we'll talk about when I was like, okay, I know something is wrong. When I finally decided to just go to the doctor and tell her what's going on, I had started tracking my symptoms because I know we got some people that like to bring this up to Troy. So we just going to tell our own business, you know. During COVID, it was 2020, and I believe it was around May. Just the whole being locked in the house. I couldn't go nowhere really but to the grocery store. Wasn't really making money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had my online business or whatever, and YouTube or whatever, but it's not being able to do hair. Troy wasn't really allowed to do showings. It was just a lot on us. And me and Troy, we was just having it out. And we had it out one day. It was bad. He wouldn't talk to me because I had just been cutting up or whatever. And some of the stuff was rightfully so. And then some of it was like, bitch, you just need to shut up, okay? But you can't shut up. Shut up. So he had talked to me in like 3 days. And Troy is really good with like ignoring me and just not talking to me when he gets upset. I'm not the type of person like that. I like to talk about it and, you know, talk things over. He'll ignore you. Like, literally, he ignored. If I called him or said something to him, he literally ignored me. Like, he would not open his mouth to me for 3 days. Okay.
Because every time you say something, she got something to say back. I could say the water. Nah, no, because she don't shut the hell up, dog. And I don't be on that. And it's like every time I say something, she got something to say back about it. So I was like, man, F it. I ain't got nothing to say to your ass.
Anyway, so not only are you not speaking to me, we in the house together. We locked in. We on lockdown. It's COVID out there. It's crazy.
We ain't even sleeping in the same bedroom. You heard me? I was done with her ass.
Yes, we was.
No, I wasn't sleeping with your ass in the room. I was sleeping in because the kids wasn't even there. The kids wasn't there.
You started sleeping in the room after the incident. Can you let me tell my story?
Okay,
you started sleeping in there after I'm finna get to the story.
Okay.
This particular day, I was making some lollipops and stuff like that. He goes in the kitchen and makes him, okay, a serving of one breakfast. I'm like, you ain't making no breakfast. If you ain't making me none, ain't nobody finna eat. So I was cutting up some bananas. I took the bananas and threw it inside the bacon while he was frying the bacon.
So she wrong, right? You dead wrong.
He took my edibles that I was making and you did something to him. You threw them on the floor. That's what you did. He took all the lollipops and threw them on the floor. So now I'm raged.
You went outside to flap my tires and you couldn't.
I could. I just chose not to. I had the knife in my hand. Like, I could have flat his tires or whatever. And so I didn't or whatever. Because y'all got to think. Like, y'all got to know. The PMDD in my 40s, 30 and 40s is not the PMDD I had in my 20s. Like, in my 20s, I had absolutely no self-control. None. Okay? When I tried to flat his tires and I was like, no, it ain't gonna even do it. So he's standing outside and I ain't gonna even tell y'all what I was saying. So he said something to me, and I threw the knife. When I threw the knife, he said, "Ah!" But I didn't know, like, you know what I'm saying? And you had to go get stitches or something, right?
I think I did, yeah.
I cut him. People say I stabbed him and all that. That's not what happened. And I honestly didn't even try to hit him with the knife. I tried to just like scare him, but I actually hit his hand or whatever because his hand was like down.
I'm a victim, y'all.
Shut up.
I'm a be.
And so after that happened, he went to urgent care or whatever, got taken care of, and he came back home. He slept in the kids' room, and
I was down her ass.
I was still just, I'm medicated. I don't have no medication. Like, this is like when a person who has bipolar or schizophrenia and they just totally off their medicine and just no hold bar. This is me. Like, it was
because I left her ass low key.
Let me get to that part. Okay. So he came back home. He was in the kids' room, but I'm still. So at this point now, he like, I'm finna leave. So he goes and gets him a hotel room. Okay. I called my friends. I'm like, oh God, it was bad. He goes and get a hotel room. Me being the private eye that I am, I went right and found where he was at. Went to the hotel room, got a key. But he was smart. He had the lock on the door. If he had that lock on the door, I could walk right in the room. So now I'm sorry, you know, and I sat at the door and I cried. He didn't give a damn. But I knew he felt the way because I heard him do a long sigh. He was like, so I knew that it hurted him to hear me be like that. But my friend was on the phone and she was like, you better leave because Troy called the police on you and they finna come and arrest you or something like that. And I'm like, this nigga called the police on me?
But I didn't though.
Or whatever. So I left. He stayed at the hotel, 2 days?
2 or 3 days, I don't even know.
He came home. You didn't stay 3 days. I think you spent one night there.
No, it wasn't on one night.
Maybe 2. I don't remember. It was 3 years ago. But he finally did come back home. We talked about it. And so that was when I decided that I needed some help. So I went to my gynecologist. I told her what was going on and that I had been tracking my symptoms anyway. She immediately knew what it was. She prescribed me medication. I had one of my friends hook me up with her therapist. So I started doing virtual therapy with this lady. And we got better. We got over that. He still kind of threw it up in my face. And he was recording me. And
I had it all on camera. I had it all on camera. Everything was recorded.
And just me looking at that video, I can't watch it. Because that's not me. You know what I'm saying? That's not who I am. I'm a very loving person. I'm very affectionate. You know what I'm saying? So me being like that, it's hard for me to watch.
It's all good, cuz. You ain't gotta cry.
I'm a gangster.
We passed that.
Yeah.
What, man? You do this every time. I know. Leave me alone. This me and mommy time. Go ahead. Keep going. Ignore Mello. So yeah, it was a hard time. And we was already low-key having marriage issues at the time anyways. We dealt with so much warfare our first few years of marriage. So that was just like the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for a new apartment to live in. I low-key was throwing in the towel. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I ain't never had nobody play with me and I couldn't get my lick back. And I knew I couldn't physically put hands on my wife. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was hard for me. She just cut me and I can't get my lick back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was hard for me or whatever. But, you know, she seeked help and got her help. And then we began to start having marriage counseling. And even through that process of going through marriage counseling, it's hard to find the right counselor. You know what I'm saying? The right therapist. Like,
I actually liked the therapist that we had. He was a Christian man. Troy didn't like him. He felt like the man. But let me tell you what happened in therapy. What happened in therapy was that guy, he unlocked something. Listen.
She was sharing his cap.
Let me know.
My thing was, This man can't relate. He can't relate. At the end of the day, like, you don't know how we are, our upbringing. That it didn't work. And you can't force me to continue something with, I ain't feeling this dude. Soon as we got with the right people who I felt like understood.
But they didn't still unlock. Listen, you ain't what I'm saying is, what that guy did was unlock trauma that Troy didn't know he had. That's what I was going to say. And that you didn't want to deal with that trauma. And you know what I'm talking about? This is for another video. Because when you're doing therapy, they have to go all the way back to the beginning of your life and then uncover. Therapy is not something you do one time. Like, honestly, we should still be doing therapy. Therapy is something that you do for years. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, Troy, I'm telling you that's what it was. Troy had trauma from years ago from his past that he didn't realize. Because, you know, a lot of times you don't realize you traumatized or you've had trauma until you think back, or sometimes you put it in the back of your head and you forget about it. And then something happened and you be like, damn, well, I ain't even realized. You ain't going to put it out there because this will be World War III. But that's what it was. That's what it was with that man. And you did not want to face that trauma, because once he started unlocking all that stuff, Troy was sitting there and little the man would be talking to him and he would not answer that man. You know what I'm saying? He was so mean to that man. And he was actually that man was a good therapist. And I really wish we would even try to give him another chance, because he was good. And he made you realize a lot of stuff. And you didn't want to face that trauma. So it no longer became about us.
Shit was like...
Right, exactly. But that's what therapy is. That's what therapy is.
That shit was too thick.
It was very thick. And it became because he started where he didn't want us to do couples therapy. He wanted to do therapy with us separately. Along with doing our together therapy. Yeah. And Troy did not want to face that trauma.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't in the place that you're in now. I think that the place that you're in now, you will be able to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be better. Because finding a therapist is like, man, it's like dating. You got to find it takes a time. He was a Christian therapist. He good. Like,
I was immature, but I was also mad. I was going like...
You was.
I was, boy, my marriage was over. In the back of my mind, my marriage was over, and I got to start life all over again. Like, and like I was losing my best friend. Like, it was tough. You know what I'm saying? At that time, couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Like, nobody knew what I was going through mentally.
Right, but like, we hadn't even gotten to the PMDD part of therapy. Like, we didn't even get that far.
He was dead to me.
Like, the first day we did therapy, we argued all the way home from therapy.
Therapy tough. Therapy is tough. I had to tell one of my homeboys that was going through it, and it's like, I'm like, bro, you gonna argue with her when it's over with. That session over with, y'all finna beef. Because he gonna open up some stuff, man. And me and Keisha argue, like, every time we left therapy. Every time. Like,
we started going in different cars.
Yes. Now, we wouldn't even go to therapy in the same car, because we already know what's going to happen. We already know what's going to happen once we get to this therapy session. We're going to argue in there, or we're going to argue on the way home, or we're going to talk to each other on the ride back home. And that's exactly what happened every time. Or whatever, man. It was a rough patch, man. Like, COVID really, it was a lot, man. We went through a lot. Or whatever, and like to see where we at now is nothing but God. You know what I'm saying? I give God all the glory, because I know God put this marriage together, and everything we was going through was just...
You're gonna go through.
You had to go through it. You know what I'm saying?
You have to go through stuff to get to a different place. And even last year was rough for us. Hell, this year, the last 3 years been on and off rough, and not necessarily got nothing to do with PMDD, but it's just always something.
Life.
You know what I'm saying? So you feel like you here, then here goes something else. Sit down, you know. So it's tough.
Yeah, like we really been through a lot of warfare. You know what I'm saying? And it's because, you know, we got haters. I ain't gonna even call them haters, dog. You know, the devil used people, man, and the devil also knows what's going to take place. You know what I'm saying? When God puts something together, can't no man separate it. And, you know, we've tried, family tried, friends tried, but we still stand. You know what I'm saying? Through all of it. We've been through the fire, man. We've been through the fire, and we came out not smelling like smoke. And we're going to continue to thrive and continue to push forward and fight for our marriage. It's been a battle. Like, it used to be crazy because we'll be on Facebook and everybody be like, goals. Like, we'll be everybody goals. I'm like, y'all don't even know the half, boy.
Y'all don't even know the half of it.
Yeah, y'all don't even know the half, man. Like, we really was being we really, I mean, now we're in a good place. Like, now we don't even argue like that. Like, now it's like, we know each other.
Ignore me. Like, yeah, we actually should have been recording last night because it was some crazy shit. Like, he did try. He said, I'm gonna get you some fish. And
I knew she was going through it, and I know she been wanting fish, right? So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get babe some fish or whatever and make her some fish. So I went to the store, so I went and bought her some fish. Fish high as hell too. I ain't no fish. I paid $70 for one third of a pound of fish. But anyway, come home, I cleaned it, did everything, seasoned it, and I don't know how to make red beans and rice. And Keisha funny. I'm like, so where am I gonna get you some red beans and rice
from? I was thinking Popeyes, but that ain't what I want.
It ain't, you always complain about it. It just does, it don't do it for you like that. So, ain't no point in me playing, right? So I said, I just make her some grits. She ain't want grits, because we do eat grits a lot, or whatever.
Troy is the kind of person that will eat the same thing, like, over and over, and I can't. Like, stop. Maybe true, and then I'm like, I just can't.
Say hi. Say hi. All right. This is all he want to do. Say hi.
Look, the boy won't look.
Golly. Say hi. Okay, now bye. Bye. So yeah, I can eat the same thing often. I love breakfast, so I can eat grits, eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, breakfast, lunch, and them.
So we just had grits when we did the salmon and grits. So I didn't want no grits. I like food. I came home, made me some red beans and rice. And we literally in the kitchen, he cooking, I'm cooking at the stove. And we ain't saying shit to each other, okay? Not nothing. I'm talking to him, ignoring me again.
Keisha is a lot. Like, y'all don't understand. She don't understand how, like, it's a lot. And especially when you know that you can't do nothing. Like, if she would have been a man, we would have been fighting. But I can't do nothing. So it's like, you keep playing with me. Like, we in the kitchen. I'm cooking. I'm on the left side of the stove. Oh, these my two eyes.
Because he was finna take my eye.
Okay. Cause you
and I ain't saying like that.
Yes, you did.
What? Then I said I'm finna use them too.
So then she taking all the seasoning out. She reaching over me and like, bro.
Well, how am I supposed to get
slamming cabinet door?
You slam the cabinet door. I left it open. You making up stuff now.
She capping. So she reaching all over me. Like, it was just a lot, and she know it.
And my red beans and rice was better than his grits.
Yeah, my grits didn't come out right. That's the first time I messed up grits in a long time.
Stop!
Or whatever, man. My grits wasn't gritting. But it is what it is, man. It was a lot, though.
Okay, you gotta get down, Bubba.
I told you to put him down. Get on down. You know you don't be at the table, bro.
I clean my table. He on the table.
I don't care.
He not on the table. He in my lap.
Okay. Get on down. Get on down. We talking. He do this every time we talk. Every time we on camera. I will say that through all of this, especially these last 3 years, that we have really, our bond has gotten a lot stronger. We've matured. We've grown a lot. We've learned to be more patient. I know I have. I've learned patience being with Keisha. Because Keisha will push you to that point. And her mouth just too fly, dog. Her mouth way too fly. So I have to decompress and walk away and go upstairs and separate myself from Keisha because Keisha make you do it to her, man.
Well, in a relationship, you definitely have to understand each other's love language. Troy's is buying him gifts.
I'm affectionate. I like affection.
That wasn't your love language. Acts of service.
Acts of service, babe. Serve me, babe.
Right. Mine is physical touch. And I'm a very affectionate person. I hug, I kiss, I love, I rub. If we laying in the bed, your arm need to be on me and stuff like that. And, we doing Vlogmas. Troy kind of does the production end of it, and I unfortunately have to do the editing and all of that stuff.
Because she don't like how I edit, so.
You know what? Somebody told me the other day, I'm not going to say who, but they said that they could tell when you push the content and when I push the content. They said that I do a good job.
Oh. They
didn't say that yours was bad, but yours wasn't. They can tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? That I do a good job, like, when I drive the content. Okay. So that's my thing. I've been editing videos for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm good at doing. Troy is kind of new to this. It's okay, but it's a lot on me. The last couple of days, I have been feeling away. It's like I'm up at night, 12 o'clock in the morning, working, and you got the audacity to go upstairs and go to sleep.
I go to work, man.
Okay, well, sleep next to me on the couch, but make me feel like you're supporting me. Not while I'm in the middle of editing and I'm up to 2 o'clock in the morning and you like, I'm finna go to bed. And go to bed. Like, what? So I have been in my feelings because I don't feel support. I don't feel supported.
What am I supposed to do though? Like, so
I just
you want me to stay right there on the couch and go to sleep?
Sleep on the couch, and we got a couch that lay all the way back. Get you some cover, pull the couch out so it can lay back, and show support. Because if it was vice versa, I would do the same for you.
Okay, I'll sleep on the couch, man.
I can't really edit in the bed. You know what I'm saying? So it's either sitting on the couch or sitting at the kitchen table. So yeah, I have not been feeling supported lately. So I have been a little grouchy, a lot of grouchy. And then just PMDD. I have been drinking a lot of coffee. Some things that you want to stay away from. If you feel like, and this, I'm talking to the ladies, if you feel like you may have PMDD, which I'm drinking coffee right now, but I am on my medicine. So stay away from caffeine and alcohol. I don't usually like drink at home. I'll have a glass of wine here and there, but I'm usually outside the house. Like tonight, I'll probably drink me some Henny Nog or whatever. But I ain't really like, no drink.
What?
Some Henny Nog.
For what? No, you ain't drinking nothing.
I'm on my medicine.
I don't care. You ain't drinking. She ain't drinking nothing tonight, y'all. I said what I said. Listen tonight, you not drinking nothing.
Why?
No.
We on video tonight.
You just took your medicine yesterday. You've been manic. You know, you're not. I forgot about the coffee, honestly, but you definitely ain't getting on no liquor. I don't know, but you
can't really help your cravings. I crave chocolate like crazy. I've been tearing up them Biscoff cookies at the salon. Like, I've been tearing them up. But it's a struggle, y'all. I be struggling. I do. And y'all give me some grace, because I be struggling. It's hard. My friend Tori, she has PMDD as well. She talks about it sometimes on her page or whatever. And she was actually diagnosed at 17, she told me. And she just went, like, untreated all these years. And so me and her talk about it a lot. And it's hard. It's hard. Even in the comments. Like, I've expressed to y'all some before. People leave rude comments. I'm human. I ain't even gonna sit here and act like the comments don't bother me or I'm just this tough cookie. But during PMDD, baby, everybody can get it, okay? If you see me in the comments clapping back, y'all just say, oh, that bitch got it.
I literally have to take her phone. Like, I legit snatch her phone and make her sit down, or we'll go for a walk or something. Because when she going through it and them people be in them comments cutting up or wilding or just saying stuff out of pocket, she got all the time. She'll sit right there. She'll snatch that wig off, put that wig on top of the chair, and she go to war. And she be she'll go on people's page, screenshot them. And
screenshot a profile picture or something, like, or a picture of them at church and be like, do your pastor know you on Facebook cutting up like this or whatever?
Yeah. Keisha show out. Keisha show out.
Because y'all think because we content creators, like, this internet thing has given people so many balls. Like, things that y'all wouldn't even say if you saw me today. You know what I'm saying? You'll be trying to take a picture with me or some stuff like that. But people mean. Like, people are so freaking mean for no reason. But no reason. Like, why?
It'll be miserable. It'll be miserable as hell. We just want to bring awareness, let y'all know what we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? If you see, we ain't going to let the content deal, but it's been a struggle for Keisha. And for me, as her victim. But... y'all pray for me, man. Pray for my strength. You know what I'm talking about? Say we love y'all. We out. Thanks for watching this video. Chill.